Shoot, they're not gonna get it, but. Today we had a really good fun group of guys, some of them from Alabama, one Florida, and we basically started off in one of our big blinds.
All right, here's a question. Are we Alabama or Auburn fans? I love to get this started early in the morning. Okay.
Now here's Florida now.
Florida. Do they play football?
So am I.
They used to. They used to. I know Miami used to years ago.
But to get there and hit the water.
The water is so deep out of this year, we're having a tremendous problem getting the ducks around the big blinds. Did not have a really good day by Honeybreak standards.
I want everybody to have their best hunt here. You know, we do all we can to manage the property and control the things we can. It's just, you got to deal with what Mother Nature gives you. It is a wild duck. They don't want to cooperate the day that they got clients here. And that's just something we have to deal with.
Where's my duck at?
Flying off.
Oh, they just doing a carrier flyby.
What we've got out here in this part of the country, it's so flat. So we had a lot of rain, and like 20 inches of rain in a 10-day period, whatever it was, which got the water started. All our water works off of the river system. So when Mississippi River started flooding, it backs the water up Black River through the diversion canal. And so at that point, our water can't drain out of the farm. So when we get rains, there's nowhere to go besides the river backing up. It just locks us to where we're just like a little pond. We just keep rising and rising, and the ducks go to that real shallow, fresh food. So that's just the way they do it.
Yeah, the first day was definitely a little slow in the blinds, but I'd say the groceries and the accommodations made up for that. The second day, it definitely heated up, and the third day was outstanding.
The Honeybreak Experience is brought to you by Bandit, innovations in hunting and outdoor gear. Mojo, if it ain't magic, it ain't mojo. This is The Honeybreak Experience.
So the next day we moved up into some flooded oaks and willows with a shallow water where some feed.
Well, the first day we were kind of in a big box type blind that kind of was on the open water. Not a lot of ducks working, and I think what's amazing is they're pretty resilient here. They put a blind back in the timber a little bit, in the trees, a lot more shallow water, and seem to have a lot more success back there.
Right in front, about 15 of them, right over the water. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. We have some guys, Nacho and Terry, that work for us that are very good about leaving at 3 o'clock and riding and scouting and saying, okay, I saw a bunch of ducks in such and such. Then we all go back out there and build blinds to hunt them. So it's pretty much a team effort. This place is about 10 or 12,000 acres of water. In those trees, those ducks, you don't even see them if you don't ride out there and ride through them. Get over. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. That's better. All right, good girl, good. The old mallard.
You know, a variety of ducks is always fun, but getting the greenheads is probably the most fun. And they were working that area much more heavily than they did the open water. We also got some pintails. It was an outstanding variety of ducks, but a lot of green caps.
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. There you go. That was good. Little blue wing, wasn't it? Yeah, that's kind of something we hadn't been seeing a lot of, blue wing. That's probably the first one we shot in a week or so. They fun to shoot those. They just decoy so good. A lot of them this time of year too, they'll have that full color, little big old white patch on their head and stuff late in the season. They were really, really pretty birds when they are. Shoot, they're not gonna get him. A little higher than I wanted to shoot, but I didn't think they was gonna do nothing else. So. And picked out the 2 drakes too, boy, I tell you. I like that. They decoyed well. We had a couple big bunch of teal that my guys killed, like 5 out of 1 bunch. And we just had a good opportunity. Weather suited the kind of hunting we were doing. When you got a bluebird day and a light wind up in those woods, the ducks will just get right on top of you. So that made for a good trip. Overall, I think everybody had a good hunt out of it. Shoot that one, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
Oh, look out.
Back.
The Honeybreak Experience is brought to you by Honeybreak Lodge and Outfitters,
the experience of a lifetime. Gator tail, taking you places you never thought possible. This is the Honeybreak Experience.
Mr. Clay, how are you this morning?
Outstanding.
Outstanding.
How could we not go
A place like this.
Yeah, first time hunting with these guys, which is always fun. I'd known them for a while, but hadn't got to share time in the blind with them. Guides were outstanding. I mean, the blinds were comfortable. Had a good time cutting up between the ducks flying in. Great group of guys.
We went back in there the last day. It's just been a really trying year for us because we haven't had the water level like we normally have. As our water has risen, our ducks have scattered out everywhere. The guides are having to every evening ride around and try to find a place to hunt where normally we're just in a fixed blind. Along with the fact that we haven't had much cold weather to push the ducks down here, so all these things together, it's been a trying year. Old pintail. Boy, they pretty when they work though. They just pretty. Shooter. Another big old pretty mallard. Now what do it like when you kill a greenhead, are you supposed to holler roll tide? Is that what we're supposed to holler or what? Is that?
No. Well, we love that shoot the guide around here.
These 2 days turned out to be really good hunts. I had some great customers. We had a really good time. They shot well. We got to laugh about Alabama and Auburn football and made a good time out of it. So I think everybody had a good trip. Shoot 'em. Big old duck, that is a big old mallard right there. Look at the size of that critter. Shoot him. Back. Nice. Old gray duck, first one of those. Gadwall. Gray duck we call it. Looks kind of like a mallard hen, but it's got a white wing patch. That's how you really tell when they're flying.
You know, seeing Mark's dog Swampy work was amazing. Incredible dog. Go out there if we'd shoot teal, go out and not just get one, but get 2 teal on the way back. We had one time where 2 ducks fell, one on each side of the blind. I don't think Mark saw the second one, calling his dog back, and she knew there was another duck over there. Once he let her go, she went right to it. So amazing, the dog just worked beautifully.
Here they come. They're right up front. Shoot them.
I can tell you that the duck hunting here in the Delta was outstanding. Accommodations were great. You know, hunting's not about killing stuff. It's always nice to be successful, but really what's great is about the camaraderie, food, the accommodations, you know, building friendships, having fellowship with people you enjoy being with, and this place certainly delivered that.
Shoot him. That was a splash.
Honeybreak Experience is brought to you by War Eagle, built for hunters who love to fish. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. This is the Honeybreak Experience. Honeybreak Gun Dog Tip, brought to you by Avery, first and forever. You know, Mr. Joe, another big question a lot of people ask is about socialization, and a lot of people don't understand how important socialization is at the puppy stage.
Well, I'm gonna say this. If your dog is not socialized, you're gonna have a hard time doing anything with them, you know. Socialization is so important. You need to bring them with you everywhere you go. You need to let people pet them and rub them and go bring them in parks and with other dogs and everything so that he's not afraid of anything. And you want to do this when he's young, because after he gets old, it's too late, you know. And if he's properly socialized, he's going to take his training better. It just gives him more confidence, and it teaches him to learn and how to learn, and just teaches him new things and exposes him, you know, to all kinds of things. It's the best thing you can do. In the beginning, it's one of the things that's going to make a real big difference in the training.
Yes. Get them around as many kids as you can, and just the whole atmosphere. Take them on walks, take them to parks, as you said, take them over to your buddy's house if they'll let you, and just like you said, he's your partner when he's a young puppy. Take him everywhere you go. Yeah. Hopefully you got a job you can take him with you every day.
That's right, and you want to put them in a boat. You know, you go in your hunting blind and just bring them in there and just let them get used to it. Give them a little treat or something like that. Just anywhere you're going to go and bring them and meet people. And the more you do it, the better off you'll be.
That's right. And that is your Honeybreak Gun Dog Tip of the Week. Please submit your training questions to our partners at Avery.com. And if we select your question on TV or our website, we'll send you a Banded Avery care package.
For more gun dog tips, head on over to honeybreak.com or find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
Yeah, this was kind of a special hunt to me. As on a sad note, after all these years, Swampy hunted, had a great hunt, and I woke up the next morning and she had passed away. Good way to end it. She hunted till our absolute last day. We had some great times together, and she was a great dog, and she'll be missed. Today I had Mr. John Oatley and his wife from Florida, and a year and a half ago they bought a puppy off of Swampy. As it turned out, the night Swampy passed away, the next morning, Mr. John was here and he brought his puppy. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. So we took Swampy's puppy and had a good time trying to teach it, train it. Its first hunting trip. It's kind of surreal that it went the day after she passed away, but we had a good time, Mr. John, trying to teach his dog some things, and got to spend a little time with the puppy. So that was kind of a neat deal to do. We could actually, them down. Well, we could, I mean, like I said, we could plant a pair here. Good job. Sometime if you'll quit throwing it and make her go out there and hunt for it.
She can't do that.
Yeah, she'll do it, but she will do it. She will. But when you throw it every time she gets to where she's looking at you instead of hunting, she can't look at you. She needs to be looking out there, so if the duck falls, she sees it and start hunting for birds instead of watching you throw it.
So it's more of like trusting when you say back, she just
right. That's exactly what it is. Shoot. So for the days that we hunted with the dog, we put the emphasis on her. And I thought she did a great job for a first time hunting. She retrieved everything we had. We had to help her a little bit naturally, but for a 1.5-year-old dog, I thought she did excellent. So.
Closed caption provided by Avery, First and Forever. Coming up next week.
That's what it's all about.